Leo, I am Jess from the Nimbi, bringing you a Timeless Tarot message. This message is intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. Let's go ahead and get started with an overall energy for this reading. Universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, aliens, please give me the message that this Leo or this viewer needs to hear most at this time on their journey. Please and thank you. Leo, any placement, cross watchers are always welcome. My intention is that one of my messages will find you regardless of the sign I put in the title. So maybe look at some of the other title names and see if you're drawn to any of them and ignore the sign. All right, Leo, what do we got? Overall energy, I'm using the archetypes deck for the overall energy. Thank you so much. The thread. This is kind of a newer deck for me, but the instant message that I got was so one was sewing, but then also like this I saw somebody on a tightrope, so you know, high lines and stuff like that, kind of like if you don't know what highlining is, it's like when those people string the ropes across like a cliff or something like that, and they walk on it. So it's kind of like a tightrope, but in the wilderness. And I'm really like seeing that. But also like holding on by a thread, grasping by a thread. So there's kind of a few messages coming through, this sense of grasping, but also this sense of just like being, like rising up above it and like, you know, getting from one spot to another on this very tiny little itty bitty path that, you need to use all of your, all of you to get across, right? You have to be balanced and focused and determined in order to, you know, cross that high line or that tightrope without falling. So yeah, there's a few messages coming through, guys. There is the thread. Okay, so let's see what wants to come out. I'm being guided to the Light Seers deck. Let's see, Leo, what do we have? Message for Leo. I'm hearing doing the impossible, which kind of ties in with that tightrope highline message. Doing the impossible. Okay, guys, I do receive channeled messages. Only receive the messages that fit for you, and these are general readings, so if the shoe doesn't fit, don't make it. Yeah, just take what feels right for you and your situation. Trust your intuition as always. Look at that. The King of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. He feels very intuitive to me. He's being led by his heart. So yeah, somebody needed to hear that. All right, Leo, what do we have? Give me the message that this Leo or this viewer needs to hear most at this time, universe. Thank you. The Magician. Okay, apparently that one wanted to come too. The Magician. Ooh, the Empress. We are starting off with some pretty strong energies here, Leo. I'm really being drawn to this sense of creation. Oh, Knight of Wands in reverse. We'll stick it right there since that seems like it's where it wanted to go. Oh my goodness. It's way too many. All right. Just maybe like two more. Thank you. The Hanged Man. Holy smokes. Okay. One more. Thank you. And the Six of Pentacles. All right. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? The Queen of Swords. She is a very... I want to say cold, but I don't want to say cold. So somebody needs to hear that the Queen of Swords is cold, but that's not really what I want to get. She has her emotions on reserve, on lockdown. She is very logical. She's very cut and dry, because she guards her emotions. She has them, right? Look, she's got this cup right here. It's like behind bars. She has a lot of emotion, probably because there's been some heartache, things that haven't gone on very well, but she has like determination and just this like kind of like vision of where she wants to go. And You know, very much this magician energy. She embodies a lot of this, right? This creation of her world, you know, she's creating this world right here. There's this sense of like nurturing that, keeping it safe, is really coming through. All right, I'm being told somebody might have a tendency to be a little impulsive, and there's this sense to kind of pull away from that, to be suspended, to kind of let something gestate before acting on it, because that's really going to bring things, whoop, got stuck in my hand, into a sense of balance. That's funny that there are hands on here, like freely giving and receiving, and this was literally like kind of stuck in the crease of my hand. So maybe somebody's having a hard time giving or receiving, but you know, there's this sense of being open to that. Okay, walk the line, I just heard. Walk the line, okay. We'll go with this deck to clarify. All right, walk the line. Oh, that's funny. I was like, what does that even mean? But it's the highline. I was really kind of hung up on that for a minute. I think it's a song too. But I'm not even actually sure about that. But I feel like it's a song. And I'm hearing Johnny Cash. I don't even know if that's a thing. But my guides they give me information. So hopefully it's accurate. Okay. So let's start with, that's funny, the Six of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. A couple of sixes coming through here. Let's start with that Queen of Swords. Oh my God, that's way too many cards. Okay, Queen of Swords, just like 2 cards. Thank you. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so the message that I'm getting here, the Ten of Pentacles is like this happy home, family, all the creature comforts, really coming together and being in that. It's funny the way it's coming through. It's like that's a burden for some of you. You know, it's just this, especially coming out with the Queen of Swords, it's this like taking care of business, kind of like cut and dry, like I just got to go through the motions. And look at this guy, if you can really see him. I'll try to. He does not look happy. He looks like ridden hard and put away wet. Is what I'm hearing. He just looks so tired. Like he can't even enjoy this like beautiful family, and like he doesn't look very happy. And then, you know, coming out with the Ten of Wands, which is about like releasing burdens. This guy, you know, he's got all those wands on fire, no less. They're not always on fire, but they're on fire, like kind of like weighing him down. So this is coming out with the Queen of Swords, and put that right there. I'll set you there. Coming out with the Queen of Swords, you know, it's like, and again, I'm getting just this really cut and dry kind of energy of like, there's no fun, there's no passion, the feelings are being locked up. It's just like going through the motions is what I'm hearing. Okay. I feel like you want something more. The Six of Pentacles is right here on the bottom of this deck. You want something more. Then as soon as I said that, that's so funny. Oh my God. Yeah. You want the Ten of Cups. Okay. I'm going to stop looking at the bottom of the deck because the Ten of Cups was next. But the Six of Pentacles, which was just on the bottom of the deck, he's like, this guy is like begging this king or whatever, for these pentacles, you know, he's begging. It's like this is a not begging energy. This is a begging energy. This is being open and freely giving and receiving. And this is like, you know, kind of this stingy energy coming through. So it's like trying to balance those two energies. You want openness, I feel like. But right now you're being burdened. You're being weighed down by your surroundings. All right, talk to me about the Magician, please. It's like you want something more. You know there's more for you, and you shouldn't have to beg for it. Okay. Talk to me about the Magician for Leo. Oh my God. Okay. Where did that card go? Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. All right. that was the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you had to work for that, or I had to work for that. It was like hiding. It felt out of reach. Okay, the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands on its side. Interesting. The Six of Pentacles. Holy crap, I can't believe that came out in reverse. And the Ten of Cups. Okay. Yeah, this like begging kind of, somebody's stingy. That's really coming through in this card right now. I'm going to scoot the dinosaur back. All right. I just heard somebody's being stingy with their love. Okay. That could be this Queen of Swords, honestly. Whoever that is for you. So there's this Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. This two, I actually bought this deck because on the back of the box, when I like went to the bookstore and I just sat in front of the Oracle Tarot card section for like 40 minutes, like pulling out random boxes and looking at them and just seeing what I wanted. And this picture was on the back of the box, and I was like, this is a great representation of the Two of Swords, because it's a little different than somebody being at the crossroads holding the swords, being blindfolded and not knowing what to do. This has this energy of somebody's being blocked by other energies and they don't know what to do. So it's like they don't actually have control over these two swords. They have control to run away. So I like that is coming out. It's like overwhelmed by this lack of options is how it feels. And the Two of Wands, I do read sideways cards, guys, so I read them as like a sleeping energy. It's just kind of an energy that's there, but nothing's really happening with it. Sorry about that. So the Two of Wands as a sleeping energy is... So the Two of Wands is needing to make a choice, like trying to choose between staying in your comfort zone or stepping out. But in this instance, it's like there isn't a choice being made. And I feel like that's possibly because you're being blocked by other energies, or, you know, there's just this sense of there's other things that are kind of like keeping you back. I feel like that could be this sense of being tied to the material things, being weighed down by the material. This sense of duty is really coming through. So yeah, but you know there's more. I mean, there's this Ten of Cups sitting right here with the Magician, and it's like, you know there's more, but like you're not getting it from where you're at is what I'm hearing. Okay. Talk to me about the Hanged Man, please. My son has a question for me, and I'm going to put you on pause for just a minute. Okay, so we're going to dive into the Hanged Man here. Tell me about that. Thank you. Three of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. It's on the bottom. The King of Pentacles is on the bottom. Okay. The Three of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So the Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, and the Three of Wands is like waiting for something to come in. Waiting for... I'm getting this message of timing coming through. So that's interesting, because when I originally read these cards, I was talking about needing to kind of like take a step back before acting on something. And it's really still coming through in that way. Taking, you know, kind of waiting for the timing to move away from something, to go be cold. Oh, okay, that's an interesting message. To go be cold, to be that Queen of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, so take your time. Things don't need to be rushed, is what I'm hearing. There's this sense of being that Queen of Swords, knowing when to use your sword of truth and making those cuts as needed, but knowing when to make those cuts. Talk to me about the Empress, please. The Empress for Leo. Holy moly. Okay. So there's that King of Pentacles. I'm putting all these other cards that went face down back. The King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Funny, I was just talking about knowing when to make a cut, right? Knowing when this Ten of Swords energy needs to come out, knowing when something is over. I do feel that this is very strongly related to somebody's financial stability, their home life, their job, something along those lines. It's like, you know, putting an end to this being tied to this Ten of Pentacles. Remember I said this man over here in the Ten of Pentacles looks miserable. He looks miserable here too, this King of Pentacles. He looks miserable. There's something to that. This Empress knows that there is something birthing. I feel like it's that Ten of Cups. But something needs to end first. And as soon as I said that, I was reminded about birthing something. With birthing something, there is an ending as well. Like there's an ending of, especially if it's your first child, there's this ending of being just you. You know, once you have a child, then you know, have to be there for them. And so there's something about that, some kind of ending coming in order to birth something. Like it's the end of the old version of yourself to become a new version of yourself. Okay. I feel like this new version of yourself has a little more emotion, or you know, whoever this energy is relating to in your story. It's like rebirthing from this very like cut and dry energy to this kind of more loving, nurturing energy. Talk to me about this reverse Knight of Wands, please. The Knight of Wands for Leo. Okay. The Emperor, Strength, and Death, all in the reverse. Okay, so all of these cards are in the reverse. This is coming down to timing. Still is really, you know, when is the time to make the move? When is the time to be strong? When is the time to end something? Don't be impulsive about it. That's really a strong message that somebody really needs to hear. I feel this energy of really feeling burdened, that Ten of Wands energy really coming through by something, but there is something about timing coming through. So just be very aware of your actions and aware of how timing plays an important role in this situation. I'm also getting another message of, and this is probably just for like one person, but somebody needs to hear it. If a situation is truly toxic, if you're in an abusive relationship or something along those lines, don't let this controlling energy keep you from being strong and ending something. Somebody needs to hear that. So yeah, guys, if you're in a toxic situation, please get out of it. Who the Magician is on the bottom of the deck. Love it. The Magician has all of the tools available for them to create whatever they want. You know, whatever path they choose to take, they have the tools in order to go down that path. So yeah, somebody needs to hear that. The Six of Pentacles, please. This is about reciprocity, giving and receiving. Let's see what comes out though to clarify. Holy moly. Okay. The Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, and, oh God, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay. Both of these cards, so the Hierophant actually came out in reverse. Both of these cards have somebody with their hands full. They can't receive anything. He's got all those pentacles and this person has all of those swords. And it's like somebody's thoughts and somebody's tangible things are keeping them a little bit stuck. It's keeping them in a space of not being able to receive something or to even give. Like, it's like they're just busy holding. It's in this holding space. Then we've got the Hierophant in the reverse. This has a very rebellious energy coming through with it, and it's almost like rebelling from the mind because it's got the King of Swords tied to it. So it's rebelling from tradition. It's rebelling from the way that you've been told that things need to happen. Because I feel like that's what's keeping somebody stuck, is this sense of like kind of needing to take care of business, this very cut and dry energy. But the King of Swords also is very truthful and very balanced and very strategic. So those are things, energies that are coming through here. And there's a need to be truthful and balanced within yourself in order to make some kind of like strategic moves in your outer world. But also, you know, there's a need to let go of something coming through as well. Oh, look at that. The Lovers is on the bottom of the deck. Needing to make a choice. Needing to make a choice in, you know, how you, what I just heard, and how you walk the line. You know, do you do it impulsively where you're just kind of running across hoping you don't fall? Or do you do it really like methodically? Sorry about my dog. There must be another dog outside. Methodically, you know, one step at a time, very like conscious, very controlled. And then also the other message of grasping onto something by a thread is still coming through and being reminded to say that. So, you know, don't grasp onto a thread. A thread is not going to save you. It's not going to support you. It's not going to sustain the weight of you. You know, you need to be strategic and figure out how to get to safety. Interesting. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay. So, Leo, we're going to end this with just some last thoughts from the universe, and then I'll grab you a fortune. Last thoughts regarding this spread for Leo, please, and thank you. What was that? The Lovers. Okay. The King of Swords in the reverse, and the Moon. Okay, so the Lovers, you know, it can talk about union, it can talk about bringing things into balance, but it originally talked about a choice. Here we have, you know, Adam and Eve, and we've got the fire, and we have this beautiful Garden of Eden over here, and it's needing to make a choice. You know, how do you want to exist? What do you want to bring into your world? There's a lack of clarity right now. Somebody has a lack of clarity. So it's still, you know, I'm being reminded of this Two of Swords energy up here. There's this lack of clarity in how to move forward in a situation, but there is also a need to make a choice about it. So maybe it's not taking action right now so much as it is just kind of like seeing a path forward. Look at that. The Queen of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. She knows when to take action. She does make cuts. She's not at play right now, though, which I think is an important thing to consider. I am also being really called out to say that we have, you know, the King and Queen of Swords coming up twice here. So this could be very much tied to another person that feels like a counterpart for you. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave that. So we'll get a fortune. Your quest is about to come to an end. Perfect. All right. Well, where am I going to put that? I'm going to put that on that Queen of Swords. Okay. Well, that's what I've got for you, Leo. I hope that this content resonates with you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. I always love your comments. And until next time, sending so much love and light. Bye, guys.